Washington is one of the only cities in the United States that was planned with a specific purpose. It was planned to administer the government of the nation, and it evolved into a city full of communities and diversity and monuments, open space and distinct architecture. And what's exciting now is how we really appreciate and respect that diversity, how our culture has evolved and our history has evolved. And so as a director of planning, to be the steward of a plan that happened in the 1700s and continues, to be a person who helps facilitate the growth and character of neighborhoods. I mean, it's the ultimate dream, it's the ultimate opportunity to be the director. My name is Eric Shaw. I am the director of the Office of Planning. I was fortunate to go to UCLA and get a bachelor's degree in international development and public policy. I went on to Harvard and got a master's degree in urban planning there. And then my first job actually was in Washington, D.C. I was a Capital City Fellow and worked in the office where I'm now the director. It's about 15 years ago. So I'm really excited to be back here and to build upon the work and build upon my mission to really support cities. So the Office of Planning dictates all the physical development and design of the city. It's important because you need to have a vision for how things are going to grow. And my job is to sort of make sure the city's moving at a constant pace to keep up with housing, keep up with jobs, keep up with the economy, keep up with design. And so, in particular for DC, our office is especially pertinent because of our larger charge to be a federal city as much as it is a city of neighborhoods. There's an understanding of the need for equity and a need to affirm diversity, but also an understanding that a city isn't the same for everybody. And this notion now of going back to the person in terms of planning is the most exciting thing, especially because we've had the cranes and the big arenas now in DC. We continue to build those things, but to think about neighborhoods and people and affordable housing and parks, bike lanes, just really working on the person scale is one of the best things, I think. Well, my parents are happy now because it's exciting to be the director. I think the mayor is really excited about the work that I want to do around engaging the community and hoping we tackle some of these big issues. Affordable housing, sustainability is a big issue we're trying to tackle, and really strengthening our engagement practice. So those three things I expect to be accomplished in some substantive manner over the next 4 years under the leadership of the mayor. So.